Have you ever noticed something strange? The more you think, the less you actually move. You know exactly what you need to do, but for some reason, you just don't start. And let me tell you, the problem isn't that you're lazy. The problem is overthinking. Today, you're going to learn a principle followed by Japanese Zen masters, legendary samurai, and even the great Miyamoto Musashi himself. It's called空の世界, the world of emptiness. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you will understand how to stop thinking and finally start flowing. Overthinking often disguises itself as intelligence. We tell ourselves we're just being thorough, planning for every outcome. But how does it really feel? It feels like paralysis. Before you even take a single step forward, you've already imagined 10 different ways you could fail. Before making one simple decision, you doubt yourself over and over again. And here's the hard truth. The more you think, the less you truly live. Why? Because thinking constantly pulls you into the future, into a world of what-ifs and anxieties. But life, real life, only ever happens right now, in this present moment. Overthinking is a thief. It steals the present from you and replaces it with fear. This endless cycle of analysis doesn't prepare you for life. It stops you from living it. It's like being stuck in quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. So how do we break free? Let's talk about空の世界. In Japanese philosophy, the word ku means emptiness. But this isn't empty like a void or nothingness. Think of it as empty like the sky, completely open, crystal clear, and without limits.空の世界is a mental state. It's a state where no fear has a grip on you, no distracting thoughts are slowing you down. No heavy expectations are trapping you in place. In this state, you don't just react to what's happening around you. You respond. It's a mind so clear and calm that the right action happens naturally, without forced effort. It's the difference between forcing a door open and finding it was unlocked the whole time. It's about letting go of the mental clutter so your true self can move freely. Now, let's explore why thinking can actually kill your performance. Picture a warrior in the middle of a battle. Do you think they're pausing to analyze their opponent's every move? No. Think about a race car driver navigating a sudden crisis on the track. Are they running through a mental checklist? Absolutely not. Or an artist in the middle of creating a masterpiece. They aren't thinking, they are creating magic. In all these high-stakes situations, they act. They are in a state of flow. Thinking slows the body down. Flow accelerates it. When you overthink, your body literally freezes up. Your reaction time slows to a crawl, and your confidence completely collapses. We've been taught that thinking makes us powerful. But in the moments that truly matter, thinking just makes you late. The real power lies in your ability to act without hesitation. So how do we get there? It starts with practice. First, try single tasking. Instead of juggling 10 things at once, pick one thing and give it your full, undivided attention. Whether you're washing dishes, walking, or working, just be there. Feel the water. Notice the ground beneath your feet. This pulls you out of your head and into the present moment. Next, use the 5-second rule. The moment you have an impulse to act on a goal, you have 5 seconds to physically move before your brain kills the idea. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Just move. It could be getting out of bed, making a call, or starting a workout. This simple trick interrupts the habit of hesitation. And finally, practice mindful breathing. When you feel your mind racing, just stop. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Focus only on the air moving in and out of your body. This simple act anchors you in the now and quiets the noise. These aren't magic pills. They're tools. With consistent practice, you can train your mind to enter空の世界, to live in a state of clarity and effortless action. You now have the key to unlocking a life with less hesitation and more flow. Remember空の世界. The world of emptiness isn't about having an empty life, but an empty mind, free and ready for action. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop analyzing every possible outcome. Your life is happening now. Start living it. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content to help you live your best life. See you in the next one. Have you ever been so absorbed in an activity that time just seems to disappear? Hours feel like minutes. Everything you do feels effortless, and you completely forget yourself, your worries, and your to-do lists. That magical state is called flow. It's that feeling of being totally in the zone, where you're not just doing something, you are the doing. This state of flow is the gateway to what ancient samurai called Ku no Sekai, or the world of emptiness. It's not as mystical as it sounds. Flow begins the moment you stop overthinking and start living in the present. You leave the noisy chatter of your mind and enter the quiet of the now. There's no analyzing, no judging, no internal monologue, just pure, unfiltered presence. You're not thinking about the next move. You're simply making it. So how do you enter this powerful state? It comes down to 3 simple but profound rules. The first rule of Ku no Sekai is to let go of outcomes. We're often so obsessed with the end result, winning the game, getting the promotion, finishing the project. But here's the truth, results are not in your direct control. Your actions are. So instead of staring at the mountain peak, focus entirely on the single step you're taking right now. Pour all your energy into the process, not the prize. When you let go of the destination, the journey becomes incredibly rich and rewarding. The second rule is to act first and think later. This might sound counterintuitive. We're taught to plan everything out, to have all the answers before we begin. But clarity doesn't come from thinking, it comes from doing. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to take one small imperfect step. Just start. The moment you take that first step, flow has a chance to meet you. The path will reveal itself as you walk it, not while you stand there looking at the map. And finally, the third rule. Cultivate an empty mind with sharp awareness. Emptying your mind doesn't mean becoming unconscious or zoning out. It's the opposite. It's about letting your thoughts fade into the background so your awareness can become razor sharp. Imagine your mind is a still lake. When it's filled with the ripples of thoughts and worries, you can't see clearly. But when the water is calm and still, you can see all the way to the bottom. That is Ku no Sekai, a mind free from clutter, yet fully aware of everything in the present moment. The legendary swordsman Miyamoto Musashi once wrote, "In emptiness, there is nothing. Yet everything is born from it." This perfectly captures the power of Ku no Sekai. An empty mind isn't a weak mind. It's an untouchable one. When your mind is empty, fear has no cracks to seep into. Doubt has no hooks to grab onto. You move with a freedom and precision that overthinking could never achieve. You become a conduit for action, not a prisoner of your thoughts. So I invite you, starting today, to practice this. Think a little less and be present a lot more. Stop trying to figure everything out. You don't need all the answers to start. You only need the courage to take the next step. When you find yourself stuck in your head, gently guide yourself back to the present moment. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Hear the sounds around you. Enter the flow. Let life move through you instead of trying to force it. Stop overthinking and start flowing. Welcome to Ku no Sekai. Thanks for watching, and if this resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Are you trapped in your own head? Overthinking every decision, every move, until you're completely paralyzed? You're not alone. But what if I told you there's an ancient samurai secret to break free from this mental prison? It's a state called Ku no Sekai, the world of emptiness, where action flows without thought. Today, I'm sharing 7 powerful ways to silence the noise and unlock your inner flow. First, use the 5-second entry rule. The moment you feel hesitation, don't argue with your mind. Just count down silently. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And go. Physically move before your brain can start its debate. This is how a samurai entered combat. No delay, no inner dialogue. Action is the ultimate killer of overthinking. Motion is what opens the door to flow. Second, you need to shrink the moment. Overthinking thrives when a task feels huge and overwhelming. So stop asking, what do I need to finish? Instead ask, what is the smallest possible action I can take right now? Maybe it's just one click, one sentence, one single step out the door. Flow doesn't start with a giant leap. It begins with small, continuous movements that build momentum. Third, breathe into emptiness with a 30-second reset. Anytime you feel your mind starting to race, just stop and do this. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold that breath for 2 seconds. Then, exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat this just 3 times. You'll feel your nervous system begin to calm down instantly. Your thoughts will slow, and you'll return to the present moment. Your breath is the fastest gateway to Ku no Sekai. Fourth, replace the word why with how. Overthinking absolutely loves the word why. Why am I like this? Why did that happen? Why will this probably fail? These questions just spin you in circles. Instead, switch your focus to how can I take one step forward? How can I improve by just 1%? How is about solutions and movement? Why is about getting stuck in loops? To find flow, you must always choose how. Fifth, create a no-thinking zone. Pick one daily activity where thinking is completely banned. This could be when you're walking, training at the gym, writing, or even driving. During this designated time, you're not allowed to plan, judge, or analyze. You just do. This trains your brain to trust action over fear, building a powerful habit of simply being in the moment and performing the task at hand. Sixth, and this is crucial, detach from the identity of being an overthinker. Stop telling yourself, I am an overthinker. When you say that, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, a prison you build for yourself. Instead, reframe it. Say, thoughts are happening. This small change creates a huge shift. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them. This distance creates the emptiness where your true power resides. And finally, my seventh tip, end your day in flow, not in thought. Before you go to sleep, ask yourself just one question. Where did I act without thinking today? You're not looking for perfection. You're looking for moments where you just moved, where you trusted yourself and simply acted. This reinforces the pattern of flow and begins to retrain your subconscious mind while you sleep, making it easier to access that state the next day. Remember this, you don't need more motivation or more knowledge. What you need is less thinking and more presence. Flow isn't something you go out and find. It's something you allow to happen by getting out of your own way. Stop overthinking, start flowing. This is the way of Kuno Sekai. Thanks for watching. If this helped you, make sure to like and subscribe for more ways to master your mind. See you in the next one.